Johnny Meatballs here on the Lost Brothers Pizza Truck. My main man, my partner in crime, Mr. Frankie, Antipasto.
Yes, sir.
Inventor of the sandwich and oh my garlic, and of course I am the Meatball King of New Jersey.
Ta-da! Yeah.
So Frankie and I were just doing our thing in the streets.
Wait a minute, you said Meatball King of New Jersey, but yet you had a photojournalist here last week who traveled the world and said you're Meatball King of the country.
He did. You know what? I've been getting a lot of accolades lately from different sources, and I don't let it go to my head, Frank, because I got to stay grounded and I got to make sure. You know what those reviews tell me? That I got to consistently make the best meatball I can make all the time. Let's zoom in on Gianni's meatballs and Sunday gravy.
Yes, the supreme food. The food that makes Johnny Meatballs #1.
You know, there they are. I mean, those are my meatballs, and I take great pride in these babies.
Yes, you do. And I tasted one myself, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with a meatball indeed.
Wow.
Well, those meatballs, not only are they loved, but look at the gravy, look at the cheese.
You know what it is? New Jersey grown tomatoes. That's my secret with the gravy.
Huh?
I mean,
a lot of people use Italian grown. I use Jersey grown. I'm all Jersey.
When I see that, Johnny, let me tell you what I think of when I see your meatballs. I visit my past when my beloved grandmother from Naples was here, came to America, and I associate meatballs with Sunday.
Right on. Exactly.
And Sunday is the Lord's Day.
Sunday gravy.
And you recall, like I recall, like many, many others in our great country, our grandmothers getting their hands in the meatballs.
Gotta use the hands.
The hands and the rolling.
Right.
And it was a contrast because we were going to go to church, but what did we have on our mind? To steal. To steal that meatball.
To get that, that's right.
You had to get that meatball on that Sunday. I might be Frankie born Antipasto, but there's something hidden behind this beautiful black chef coat that Johnny Meatballs made for me. It's my real identity. Ladies and gentlemen, this is who I am.
Wow.
I'm the inventor of Oh My Garlic. You can only get it in one place in the whole entire world.
There it is. Zoom
and
in
it's
on
on
that,
the Lost Brothers Pizza Truck.
Inventor of the sandwich and OMG, oh my garlic.
Yes, sir.
I think the word of the day on this truck is garlic. What do you think?
Garlic, a lot of garlic.
It's love, it's pizza, it's the best meatballs in the world, and we have the best food there is.
Howie Plain Pies. That's his nickname here on the Lost Brothers truck, and he's making his signature specialty, his pizza. What do we do here, Mr. Howie? What's the steps? I see you're greasing up the dough very nicely.
I have a little secret weapon I use on my pizza that makes it a little different than most places.
Let's show it to the folks here.
Oh, beautiful.
Frankie has his Oh My Garlic, and we call this Oh My Howie.
Oh, boy.
See that?
Supremo.
Gives it a little garlicky ting in the crust, like no other.
Now you're talking.
Now he's got the sauce over here.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh. Now what's the? Now you're doing it in the corners like a swirl. What is that?
Well, you start by pushing the sauce out. I'm a bit of a
artist.
Detail. Now, a lot of places when you're making a lot of
That looks
pies.
like the sun. Look at that.
Yes.
There you go.
I'll catch the sun.
Happen to like a saucy pie, and I find that most people prefer a saucy pie versus a cheesy pie.
Well, you're a saucy guy. So.
Saucy guy with
Saucy pie for a saucy guy over here. Howie's applying the cheese, the hand-shredded mozzarella.
Beautiful.
Fantastic. Look at that.
Yes. This as well. I prefer. So I go a little heavier on the sauce and lighter on the cheese because that's what people have become accustomed to when it comes to the pie.
You gotta shred it yourself. You can't buy that packaged pre-shredded stuff.
No, you can buy this already shredded, but it's not as fresh. It's more dry.
Right.
It has a tendency to burn more. You want the oils in the cheese. That's what gives it a lot of the flavor.
Summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me.
What a great
All
voice.
summer long we sing a song, and then we stroll down that golden sand. Two sweethearts and the summer wind.
The summer wind
Ain't blowing in from across the sea. I'm bad with the words.
Frank, you want to pick it up?
The summer wind came blowing in.
That'll do, Frank.
I quit my day job.
That, huh?
Yeah.
Look at that pizza pie.
Glorious pizza pie, especially
Eats.
yeah, for the rainy day like today, and it goes up.
Look at this. I mean,
Holiday, which is a Latin form of holy. It's holy. It's wonderful.
who slices supersod sticks into these beautiful pieces like this, hand sliced to the public, to the general public? Nobody does that with the sun-dried tomatoes, and then you got the beautiful roasted red peppers.
Seedless, by the work of getting the seeds out after roasting them.
But Frank, you know what? You got to talk about your invention a little bit. You just have to. Come in nice and tight, Christopher. Let me get out of the frame. You just got to. Frank, tell everybody what
Well,
that is. Come on.
like you said earlier about being humble, this item took the state by storm. It comes from my distaste for dry sandwiches. So I had to put Italy in a bottle, and that's it. The parsley, the basil, the garlic, the pepper and salt, the infusion of oils. Put that on a beautiful Italian hero bread with supersod and provolone and mozzarella, roasted peppers, and beautiful sun-dried tomatoes from Europe.
That is an antipasto on a roll.
That
That's what
is
it
the
is.
sandwich.
You know, that's the sandwich, and that's Sunday. You got the meatballs, you got the antipasto.
And if our
Yeah.
public gives us a chance, we can rise to our dream, which will be the Johnny's Meatballs Cafe, which will have an array of wonderful Italian foods.
Absolutely.
From soups to pastas.
A permanent
We wanna show
storefront
them.
location somewhere in Jersey will happen someday.
Who knows? Maybe right here.
Maybe
perhaps?
right in that building. We're like Ralph Cramden and Ed Norton, Italian style.
One of these days, right through the kisser.
Ralphie boy, hey yo.